And welcome back to Property Palz. My name is Ben.
My name is Marcus.
And we are so excited to be back for another episode of
Property Palz.
The Property Palz.
Now, Ben, what episode are we?
We're 18.
18.
1-8. Who would have thought? Like, maybe we can do just a video here of when we started and a video
What it
here
looks
once
like.
we finish. And, and just how we've grown over time.
Progression. Now, Ben, I think it's been quite lovely sitting next to you each week, each episode, but sometimes it takes a bit long, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to keep it to 20 minutes today. So without further ado, let's just jump into it, Mark.
Let's have a bang them out, Ben. So number 5 for us today.
What do we got?
33 Sydney Road, Coburg. So Ben,
tripped up early.
I did trip up early. 3-bed, 1 bath, 2 car.
3-bed, 1 bath, 2 car.
900 to 990k.
Ooh.
This residence and shopfront was built in 1891.
Wow, that is an old shopfront.
Last sold in 1996 for, have a guess, how much? So it's asking 900, about $1 million now, and it's
What, 450?
140k.
Oh, wow.
And that currently what they're asking is at 129 square meters of land, it's $7,647 per square meter. So it is activity centre zone, but has a heritage overlay, so you need to do your due diligence. This building, 1891, probably going to be heritage. Assume the street wall height. I know the area quite well because I've got a different application involved in the area, quite close, and it's a ripper location, Ben, near Moorland train station. It has like a walkability score of 92, so really flat.
Very high.
Go to the train, Moorland to your west, and then you've got the trams along Sydney Road as well. So a ripper spot you'd like to live.
And Coburg and Preston, that sort of area, is gentrifying so fast. There's a lot of residential going to that area, and that means there's more people in the area. It's got good, train station and tram line and buses.
It's really also people love riding their bikes along this location as well because it's so flat. Ben, so it's in the activity centre zone. I believe it has an 18 metre street wall height on the other side. I think this one would too, and then an 11 metre street wall height. Discretionary.
I just realised I said Preston.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I should be saying Brunswick and Coburg, but go on.
Anyway, so I didn't want to trip you up. It's a ripper location. It's across the road from the station, I've said. The property next door, though, is on the market at the moment, 35 to 39 Sydney Road. It's asking $2.45 million. With the property comes an approved planning permit for apartments, so 1 large combined commercial or 3 reasonable sized commercial shops, 7 apartments comprising of numerous different typologies. Land size of 500 square metres, so it's asking more $5,000 per square metre, Ben. So
so that's more land value, but this one's probably the value is inclusive of improvements. Also, it's a smaller land, it's got existing improvements. But with that one, Marcus, did you see how many stories the apartments for the one next door was?
Good call, Ben. I actually did see it, but
what we can probably do is that we'll pop up on the screen how many stories it is, and just depending on how many it is, that'll probably give you an indication of what could be achievable on this site. However, the caveat is, like you mentioned, that it's a heritage building,
it's small.
And we're not sure with heritage when you hear the word. There's lots of different types of it, but generally speaking, there can be a heritage overlay which applies to a precinct. So the whole precinct, they've identified that there's a heritage characteristic of the precinct, so that applies broadly to lots of different properties, and so sometimes those can be very restrictive, sometimes they can be less restrictive. And then an individually significant property, so the property by itself has been identified to have a heritage nature. So in that case, of which we're not sure if it's individually significant.
Yeah, I know. But Ben, looking at this, I've got the plans here. So it looks like it's 3 levels of up to straight wall. So it could be 9, 10 metres.
And so that goes up to, we can see in the photo, which we will pop this photo up here at the moment. It's got 3 levels in the podium. So the podium goes up to basically the top
of the of our building that we're talking about. And then overall is 3, 4, 5, 6 levels.
Okay, 6.
So
I reckon,
6 times by...
Yeah, so 6 or 7 levels might be set up at the top.
It could be 20 metres.
So then this property has upside, we can see, depending on the heritage restrictions.
Even though it's only a standalone, small 129 square metre
Depends
lot.
on the area.
Yeah.
So at least the attraction is that it's activity zone. That also means, Marcus, that the use on the ground floor there can be a retail use or an office rather than just a residential use.
Large shop with a front with flexibility as a living space, central kitchen and meals, laundry and powder room, 3 upper level bedrooms. But Ben, I think something that I just want to have a look at is the floor plan here. So to be quite honest, if you go through the photos, the downstairs area is all right. I've never seen a internal roof like that ceiling. It's a bit of
corrugated iron. I like it. A little bit of an X factor.
And then we got
exposed
some
masonry walls,
fireplaces. And then, Ben, if we look at the floor plan, though, do you like sleeping in a good... I think it's... let me just have a quick gaze. A good 3.5 by 2.
3.5 by 2.
Yeah, it's a good old 3.5 by 2.
That's big enough for a single bed.
Yeah, well, I could swing a cat around in that. So
It's a small gap, but...
to be honest, I think it has options for like renovation. I'm not sure. The front, you could be a work from home person where they want to have their little shop front and a little architect.
Account, so a little bit of retail function.
Yeah, exactly right. And then, do you have development upside the back? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's zoned right.
Yeah.
What's interesting with these properties is often if you can divide it up so that the retail downstairs can be leased out separately to the residential part upstairs, then that could be an attraction for some sort of person that, they're going to live upstairs, but they're going to lease out the ground floor. However, this one here, when we pop up the floor plans here, it is difficult to do because in terms of your access to the property, if you're accessing the rear, it looks like you've got cars upstairs, you walk through. Cars downstairs on ground at the back. You can go through a bathroom at the rear. It just doesn't work very well.
I think you need to change the internal items for that, but you're right.
Or you just lease it as a whole, and then the person or the company that leases the downstairs retail tenancy, then they also take upstairs either to live in or office.
Yeah, Ben, something interesting is at the back of the block, you see where you've got the back area, as in the carport and that, because it's on... Oh no, it's not on a corner. It's got a laneway at the back. You could separate the titles and you could do a little development at the back, potentially. Because if you look at it, there's a laneway at the back and you could have a little house.
You could. I reckon it's getting pretty challenging though. So,
why?
All in all, I guess...
Why? Hold up, why?
Blue skies and everything.
All right, anyway, what's the median value of a townhouse or a house like this in Coburg? 1.18 million. The median value in change over the last 12 months is 7.2% down in Coburg.
Probably about reflection of the average market here.
Cool,
anyway, that's pretty good. All right, we're going to jump into number 4 and speed through it. Now I'm going to take us to a very cool suburb, Abbotsford. And this one is number 36 Federation Lane, Abbotsford. It is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car auction with quote range of $980,000 to $1.07 million. Now this property, Marcus, it's right in the heart of Abbotsford, which is a fast gentrifying suburb. It's a beautiful pocket.
Gentrified.
That's right, sorry, but it continues to gentrify with more apartment developments and there's more kind of F&B or food and beverage places, cool bars, cool restaurants. And this one here is in a really cute area. That's near the train station, near bars, but then also too, it's near Victoria Park, which is a really nice oval, which is I think the
Dog oval. It's the old Collingwood and Fitzroy
footy ground. That's
football
right.
Ground.
And now this property, Marcus, it's a townhouse that's 25 years old.
25
years old. Would you believe? It last sold for $651,000 in August 2011.
$650,000. Okay.
And it sold for $228,000 in May 1998.
That's a bargain basement price.
Well, so what's interesting is that $650,000 now it's quoted for, not exactly double that, but so it looks like it's appreciated, almost doubled its value, or a little bit less, in over 10 years. Okay.
Sounds about
right. Not too bad. It's on just under 100. Not bad. Good size. On just under 100 square metres of land, which is neighbourhood residential zoned. Now, it's a side-by-side townhouse. Look through the photos, you may have realised already. Looks a little bit tired on the inside, but then again, it's been owned, obviously, for over 10 years in a super area, north-facing living area. It's near the Eastern Freeway. It's got air conditioning in all the bedrooms. Now, the entry is a tad funny because this development, it's in a block of 14 townhouses, but it's almost like there's 3 parts from what I could see that I think the developer did all at the same time, and each of those parts are 14 townhouses. So 42 townhouses in total, and this one is on the far east side of it. But you enter via Federation Lane, which is a small laneway at the rear. But the front of the property you actually enter through, it's not off a street, it's kind of through a common area driveway. And I think your cars are stored in the second stage of this townhouse development, next door in like a car park area.
Really?
So a little bit funny, but like in a cool area, I see it can be quite attractive to, a young family or a professional.
Yeah, Ben, just wondering, this third bedroom, does it have windows going into the
It's an interesting
second
one,
bedroom?
isn't it? It's got a little bit of borrowed light.
Well, it's borrowed light from another bedroom.
I think those ones are high up there, and I think maybe this one, the bedroom, which we pop up on the plans, so you can see, and we'll zoom in just where you can see that those windows are from another bedroom. It's a little bit funny, isn't it?
So I wouldn't. Oh, you know what it actually is, Ben? I think the roof might be lower on the other portion of the property for that second bedroom, and it's taking light from above.
Potentially.
It looks,
that would be
looks
good.
like that. It looks like that's actually what it's doing
Now
here.
that would be an okay design, wouldn't it?
Yep.
But you would want to double check and inspect in person to have a look.
Always
Anyway,
inspecty.
not bad, good size.
Sorry,
On to number...
no, sorry, I've got to keep going. That
Sorry,
second
pause
bedroom-
it, hold the phone.
Sorry, that second bedroom though is 2.9 by 2.4. It's third bedroom is very small.
Yeah, so office, maybe a bedroom. I'm just thinking though, for a family, so, you know, the parents or the parent lives in one bedroom, then the kid or the older child maybe lives in the other bedroom, and then there's another bedroom for a child or a baby or something
You're
like that.
making a lot of assumptions.
That's
but I
right.
like it.
I'm just saying it's got a little bit of growth if you're buying it now and you don't have kids. There might be a bit of growth just to have kids in the future. Anyway,
You're a smart one. I like
not
it.
bad.
Good.
Jump on to number 3.
Ben, now
We're
number
steaming
3,
through it, Marcus.
19 Newton Parade, Moonee Pondy. Moonee
Oh,
Ponds.
Moonee Ponds.
I do like Moonee Ponds.
I love Moonee Ponds. It's a
got
very cool area.
Puckle Street is quite a nice
Wow.
strip.
Come on, and all, you know, there's so bars and I'm saying bars a lot here. I'm not an alcoholic. All the, you know, the breakfast places and the restaurants and the general retail. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good. But Ben, this is more. I would almost say it's it's closer to Ascot Vale Station.
Okay. Good
So
station.
it's 2 bed, 1 bath, no car. It's asking 880 to 930k, general residential zone with a heritage overlay. This one was built in 1900. 115
1900, so over 100 years old.
Yeah, well, the other one was 1891.
Wow.
Now, last sold for 780k in May 2020. It's currently asking $8,000 per square metre of NSA, 115 square metres.
Not bad.
Now, the heritage facade is very lovely, Ben. Do you like it?
I think it is quite an attractive front for the property.
Yes. Now, another question, Ben. Do you know
Yeah.
where it is?
It's in Moonee Ponds, isn't
Good
it?
spot. But when you look at the map, bring us down the map.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
actually in what I'm going to call the Bermuda
Oh.
Triangle.
When we'll zoom in on the
The
map. up here.
Bermuda Triangle. And the reason why I
Are you
call
going to
it...
get lost there?
You might get lost there. You're stuck right between Ascot Vale Road and Mount Alexander Road.
Wow, so two very
So
busy
it does have
roads.
great tram connections, but you do have to walk further to get to Ascot Vale Station if you zoomy out.
Yeah.
Yep. You got Ascot Vale Station, then you got Moonee Ponds. Just exit this bad boy, this one, Ben, so you can see. There you go, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, there we
So
go.
you got Ascot Vale Station just here, there, and then you got Moonee Ponds up
Oh,
there.
okay.
So
bit of
Bermuda
a walk,
Triangle.
but-
If you like triangles, this one could be the one for you. So it's a corner block with windows along the side of the house. Has a south-facing backyard. It's been nicely renovated. The kitchen is slick as anything, but the overall accommodation, Ben, is quite tiny, and I'm a little bit like it's nearly $1 million for this accommodation. If you look at the floor plan, it has an overbath shower, 1 bathroom, and it's an over shower bath. And you're
yep.
sharing it, the master with the other bedroom. So I'm just a bit. There's not much growth in this one. For example, if you were to have a big family or have kids or need someone to stay, really it's quite an intimate little pad.
At least the toilet's separated from the bathroom.
Yeah, well, that's something I'm very appreciative of that if you were using it.
Oh, come on. You cheeky rascal. I think, look, this could be attractive though, you're right, Marcus, is that share 1 bathroom for 2 bedrooms. If you've got parents and a child there, ideally you probably want your own bathroom, but then again, that's probably reflected in the price. And then 2, or if it's just 1 person or a couple that are living there, and then they're living there and they want to have an office at home, and then one of them stays in the bedroom and works, one works in the other room, it's not too bad. It's a cute area, cute looking property.
It's in a cul-de-sac. Do you know what a cul-de-sac is, Ben?
No, I don't know what a cul-de-sac.
A
No.
cul-de-sac. You know a dead-end street? Good old cul-de-sac.
Is that cul-de-sac? Oh, I need it said in French, that's why,
Yeah.
of course.
So it's a cul-de-sac, and then I think this one. Yeah, so it's a short stroll to Popular Cafe. And honestly, Ben, would you buy it though for 930k?
Well, look, I think it's a beautiful property on a corner there. You've got good natural light, beautiful masonry front. It's a very pretty property. Moonee Ponds is an excellent area. I think the fact that it doesn't have car and title is a little bit of an issue. 1 bathroom is also a bit of an issue.
Might have a permit, I would presume.
Yeah, that's true.
because
On
it's
on-street
1900.
parking, you can probably see that car right there in the front photo.
Yeah.
Probably is the owners, or
I
maybe
think
the
it's
agents.
just got an X factor because it's in a cul-de-sac. So when you think about it, it's very, very quiet. And I think it would be safe.
There
Should
you
we
go.
move on to the next one?
Okay, number 3. Let's step it up a notch and go to number 2. Now,
Is this one in the cul-de-sac?
This one is not in a cul-de-sac.
All right.
This one is in a regular street,
Oh.
but in an absolute ripper area. We're going to Northcote.
Oh, Ben,
Northcote is an incredibly popular suburb, very close to the CBD, as gentrifying area, but also has lots of like good, nice established areas. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car. So what's really fascinating about this one, Marcus, it's been quoted as an auction for 870k to 920k. I think that's the quote, isn't it?
Go down, Ben. You're number 2.
I'm just trying to double check because I
Nice
wanted to compare with. Yes, that's right. So similar quote range to the property that we picked for number 4. This one is 879.20, but it's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car, so same arrangement, and it last sold for $640,000 in September 2011. Same year as that original property, similar price, but being quoted at a different range. And so when you're talking about value for an apartment, for a townhouse, I'll ask you at the very end, which one would you pick? Now, this one is a stone's throw from Northcote Town Hall, in between Merry and Northcote train station, not too far by. It's directly opposite St Joseph's Primary School. Now, some people would see that as a massive plus. Some people might see that a little bit closer to the primary school.
How close are we talking,
like,
Ben?
Like directly opposite.
Oh, okay.
But it's down a street, which is nice. It's quite a nice looking townhouse, I would say, in a block of 8 townhouses. So 4 at the front, 4 at the back, and access to a main road. Look, I think it looks quite nice on the inside. It's also, have a look at the granite tabletops though in the kitchen. It looks like the good old one we used to have in
Oh, really? Do you
our
like
old
granite,
house.
Ben? So do you reckon?
It's very nice.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, the
Built
good old
around a
granite.
similar time as well. So that granite was quite popular back in the days. Anyway, common area courtyard at the immediate rear, which is a little bit unique.
Wait, common area courtyard.
So because it's a block of 8 townhouses, and the other townhouses, you access them, you walk through the common area access way. So to your immediate east, on your resident, you've got people walking down there every so often, but the windows there are high, so it's not going to impact you. So I think, overall, I think it's quite attractive in this sort of area.
I was just going to say the bedrooms. I like how they're separated.
Yeah.
You've got an ensuite. You've got a shared bathroom.
Right.
The only thing is there's no bathroom on the ground level.
That's
Ben.
true, and that's a really good observation, Marcus, is that some people will be put off because there's no bathroom downstairs. But then again, maybe that's your opportunity.
So we're comparing this to which one?
The fourth one that I reviewed.
The fourth one,
there.
and that one
similar
was
price but what's interesting is that they were bought for a similar price back about 12 or 13 years ago, and then now one's been quoted for more, which is Abbotsford. This one here's been quoted for less. Now, where they sell on the auction day, we will see, but you can see that buying properties will appreciate at different speeds if you buy them at the same price.
Yep. Ben, I was just going to say, it's kind of stuck between Merry Station and Northcote. You're able to get there.
It's a little bit far from the train station. There is tram lines down High Street, which is good. What's interesting is it's similar land too, as well as the fourth one. It's about 100 square metres for your townhouse, but when you include the common area of the whole site overall, which is the site of the 8 townhouses in this case, you've got about 125 square metres. It's in the Gen Res zone. Look, I think this one here, this is quite an attractive one, and it's in a really, really nice area in Northcote. The Abbotsford one is actually in a great area too as well. They're equally nice areas.
I think I like the Abbotsford area. I really like Victoria Park. But having said that, different people have different tastes, Ben.
That's right.
Not every property can be in a cul-de-sac.
That is right. But luckily, we're going to go into number 1, and please tell me it's in a cul-de-sac.
Ben, now, you might be surprised, but it's not in a cul-de-sac.
Oh, no, Margaret.
So,
what do we
which
got?
one's number 1 again? Actually, no, wait. It might be. Hold up.
Oh, come on.
Wait. George's Road. I'm just going to check
It's
if it is in
definitely
a
not.
cul-de-sac.
It's on St George's Road.
No. Look, it's in a cul-de-sac. It actually is in a cul-de-sac. 100% dead set. Wait on.
Okay, come on.
Look at Street View, Ben. Look at Street View, just to give you an idea. Let's have a quick gaze.
That looks like St George's Road to me.
Yeah,
That looks like a very main road. Anyway.
Wait. I'm coming back to the photos.
Come on. Let's go through. What sort of property is this?
So, Benjamin, it is a...
Come on, we're at 20 minutes. Let's go.
I'm trying my best, Ben. So 2 bed, 2 bath, 1 car, asking 790 to 840k. It says it's 81 square metres. I think that's the internal, so just over 10k a square metre. Last sold in November 2014 for 720 off the plan.
Off the plan. So this is the first time that it's sold.
Property was built in 2016, bought for in 2014 for 720k, and it is asking 790 to 840 now.
So if it sells at the lower end of that range, hasn't appreciated too much over that time.
No,
so,
and
okay.
it's a bit. Yeah, exactly. I think if it's right overlooking Mary Beck Linear Reserve, so what a lovely outlook.
Yeah.
And you won't get built out. So, which is really good. I think this is like a townhouse apartment type of thing, Ben, at the end of the block. So if you might get spooked if you bring up the photos for me just now.
Yes.
So essentially, you might be looking at the last or second last photo, and it looks like there's a basement entry right at the bottom and right below your apartment. However, if you zoom in and you do your due diligence, which I always do, it's actually your own car park.
Oh, so it's your own car park?
Yeah, it's your own car park.
Is it really? Oh, that's really good then. And then why is the issue that if your apartment is near where the entry or the exit of apartments are sometimes?
For the basement. And now, it's not a big deal breaker if you block out blinds maybe, but it could be a little bit noisy. Cars coming in, cars going out, headlights in your face if you're in the apartment. So you just want to be cautious of that. But Ben, I think this is niche because it's a double level like townhouse right on the park by the looks of it. And the layout, the floor plan, I would call it unique, and I think it's okay. Oh, so the reason why I say it's unique is because if you look internally, there's 2 bathrooms, Ben. But generally, when you have 2 bathrooms in a 2-bed, 2-bath, usually one of them is an ensuite. In this situation, it's not an ensuite.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Having said that, though, the bedrooms are quite large, 3.4 by 3.3. They're large enough. You have a northeastern aspect, which is really great, looking over the park.
So northeastern, it's more direct east with not too much north. Oh yeah, with it, north.
I'd call it more east, but
maybe
a little bit
95% east, 5% north.
Yeah, but the balcony you can be out there. If you have a look at the balcony, it's really nice. What else? The layout of floor plan, it's okay. Ordinarily, we'd probably see the bathrooms, as I said before, with an ensuite. But overall, I think it's just unique. It's overlooking a park. It won't be built out. It's, I think, in a cul-de-sac. And then, Ben, what would you pay? It's asking like between 790 and 840k. Is that overs for what you'd pay for something like this?
790. Look, I think the attraction of this one, like you mentioned, Mark, it overlooks a park. You're going to have that view. It's you've got your own car space.
Yeah, that's yours.
So you've got a car space in front of your property, but is that so? That's the car space.
Yeah.
It's not a car park. It's just a car space.
Oh, what do you mean car space versus park?
So, it's not like a car park underneath you.
No, it's just your own car space.
Well, that's quite attractive then.
Yeah.
I think the layout's okay. Yeah, I think in terms of that sort of quantum of dollar, it's quite attractive.
And it's just outside Fitzroy North Bend, so like it's close by. It's if you want to go across the river and that, you can go to Mary Station maybe. But I'm just I don't know. It's like a townhouse, but it's not.
Yeah, well, it's a townhouse.
Not a standalone land component.
A townhouse, that's right. So I think, though, for that sort of feeling like living in a townhouse, it's a good option.
So, Ben, we've got about 5 different properties there. Which one would you pick and why for yourself personally?
Very
They're
good
all
point.
similar price
Very
range.
good point. I think I'm naturally attracted to the properties that I picked. I think the Abbotsford area is very attractive, but I think the townhouse for number 2 would be my pick. I think I've got probably an equal ones. They are right smack bang on each other. There's Northcote and Abbotsford. I think they're equally good. Their locations are great, and also their layout's quite good too.
Fair enough. Yeah. What do you think?
What would you do?
What do you think I'm going to pick?
Probably you'd pick your number 1, right?
Good old Coburg.
Nice.
I'd probably pick personally if I wanted to live in it. Probably Abbotsford.
Very good.
But otherwise, I think all of them present different value.
That's right.
Some with development upside, renovation upside, and I think I'm getting the hurry up to finish the potty.
And that's the beautiful thing about property, that every property has a buyer at a price.
At a price, yeah.
So, well, thanks very much, guys. We didn't get under 20 minutes. We got under 25. But, thanks again for tuning in. Can't wait to see you next week. And subscribe. Tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your granny and your auntie and everyone to subscribe to Property Palz. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.